Hello, everybody. We will start our Q&A in 3 minutes. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Q&A webinar session on how to start working from home and earn dollars. So ask questions or forever hold your peace. Okay. So we will entertain questions. If you have the YouTube link, if you're watching through YouTube Live, place your comments on the comment box in YouTube. And I have somebody who's going to check out your questions and we'll try to answer each and every one of them as we go along the Q&A.
We'll wait for another 5 minutes to give the.
If it's okay with you guys, we'll wait for another 5 minutes. I think we have several people who's reaching out to us trying to log in. So we just gave them instructions and we'll wait for them to go online. Then we can start. Okay. Thank you.
It's increasing. Ang dami yun. 29, 40, 43. 43 yung show. 43 yung ano pa dito. Yung ano sa set up pa. Mataas yun.
Bumaba. Bakit ka na-click out?
Lumilabas.
Okay, now let's start. Okay, welcome again. Welcome everybody to our Q&A webinar session on how to start working from home and earn dollars. So ask questions or forever hold your peace. Thank you all to everybody who went out of their way to attend this webinar or to at least ask questions or listen to the answers of the folks that will be answering questions to us. To those who extended an effort, borrowed a PC, rented a computer, I really, really appreciate it. Also, I'd like to greet my friends who's here with us tonight. Hello, hello. And I would like to greet my team, my virtual freelancer Asia team, the marketing team, headed by Mac and Shep's team, and to our operations team, Princess, and everybody else. Hello, hello to you all. Okay. All right. So let me introduce myself. For those who don't know me yet, my name is Dana Lopez. You can call me Dana. I'm a mother of three. Of course, I'm a wife. I'm a homemaker. But before that, before all of those, I used to work in the BPO industry for more than 10 years before I decided to work from home. So now I'm the CEO and founder of Virtual Freelancer Asia. Virtual Freelancer Asia, as we call it, VFA, provides virtual services abroad and here in the Philippines. So we have just recently created another branch of the company that focuses on helping aspiring Filipino virtual assistants to achieve a more successful income generating job from home. The idea of a virtual assistant job came to me first 3 years ago. I was a manager back then from a BPO company, and I was already working more than enough. So I actually just ignored the whole idea. First, it was really unfamiliar, like I didn't know what it's all about. Alam ko lang noon, magtawag ng phone, mag-resolve ng concern ng customers, kasi call center nga. And then second, I also don't have the time, I have the time and the energy, um, you know, whenever I get home before coming from work from the call center, I just want to rest. Pag uwi ko, pagod na pagod ako. So, matutulog na lang ako kaysa pag-aralin ko pa siya. And then, also, I felt like I also don't need it. So, bakit pa kumikita na naman ako ng malaki noon. I was already a manager niya. So, it was only late last year, when I gave birth to my third child, when I realized na, I want out of the rat race already. Pagod na ako sa paikot-ikot na sistema. So, ayoko nang mag-travel, ayoko na sa traffic. Gusto ko na lang alagaan yung mga anak ko na lumalaki na. Sa yaya lang sila lumalaki before. So, I want to stay home and take care of the kids. Yan. So, at the same time, syempre, because I also need to help my partner in terms of providing, diba? So, I also want to still earn money. Yan. So, is there a possibility to do that? Oo naman. So, ayan. I was able to find the answer. Little did I know na I will be going back to that virtual assistant idea, and it became an answer to my prayer. So instead of going back to my job after my ML, I became a virtual assistant. Since the title of our webinar for tonight is Ask Questions or Forever Hold Your Peace, we have a contest. Okay, so for all of you guys, if there are possible who are listening, um, ask and win. That's the title of the contest. My team is also in the webinar because they're listening. So they will be the judge and they'll pick the best question. So the winner will be announced at the last part of the webinar. Of course, the winner will receive a special gift from us. So you can send your questions to us through email. Our email is virtualfreelancerasia@gmail.com. Or you can also send a message to our Facebook page, which is also Virtual Freelancer Asia, or by posting your question in the comment box of the YouTube link. So right down below, you can place comments there, and we'll see. We'll look for your questions and we'll answer them during this entire webinar session. So it's 1 hour naman. So we'll hopefully be able to answer all of your questions. So please, guys, start sending your questions to us now, okay? If you haven't sent them yet. Okay, so while we're waiting for your questions, let me just answer a few questions that I'm still getting after the webinar that I did last month. So if you guys don't know yet, we had a webinar last month about the same topic, how to work from home and earn dollars. So that time I discussed a lot of things. And then, we received several questions via email, via text, via call. So I just want to share it to everybody. So at least medyo clear out yung mga questions that you still have about virtual assistant. So the really, really biggest question that we keep getting all the time is, what is a virtual assistant? So a virtual assistant is an individual who, what is a virtual assistant? A virtual assistant is an individual who provides specialized skills and services to clients worldwide using the internet. Okay, so To give you a clearer picture of what virtual assistants do, here are examples. Okay, so I'll discuss them one by one. Just really, really quick, just to summarize what they are or what it's all about, so you can maybe familiarize yourself or relate yourself in terms of your own skills. So these are not limited to just these type of virtual assistants. Ha. So number one, we have listing or transaction coordinator. A listing or transaction coordinator mostly is about or is circling around the real estate industry. In the As a client, a real estate company would hire a virtual assistant and would need them to perform the role of a listing or transaction coordinator. So, for example, there's a property for rent or for sale. They would need the assistance of a listing coordinator to post ads, to prepare the listing, um, put in all of the documents that's needed before the listing goes live. If you're familiar with Craigslist, Zillow, and Troya, those are the most common sites that they post their ads. So that's the job of the listing or transaction coordinator. Bookkeeper, so I hope you guys all know what the bookkeeper is. So basically, you're really just um, managing and documenting invoices and billing and all the expenses and the cash flow of a company or of your client. And then receptionist, you basically answer all the questions incoming from customers, from clients, whether it's by email or by phone. And then you have a telemarketer VA, which is mostly outbound. You really have to have a phone, and then you call out, and then you sell on behalf of your client. We have client care coordinator. So that's also similar to customer service. Managing CRM. CRM is a client database. It's a customer relationship management system. So most of our clients, I'm not sure if CRM is already being used here in the Philippines, but most of our US clients, they really have a CRM wherein they store all of their contacts, all of their leads, all of their clients, their training, their documents, their processes. Um, they also sync their calendar, their emails, their email marketing system. So it's all in there, so in just one click. But that needs to be updated all the time, and it takes a while to do that. So in order for them to perform and be more productive, they would need the assistance of a VA to make sure that the CRM is up to date all the time. And so that's your job. Email management, well, that's really just looking at the email of your boss or of your client and responding to emails of their customers, of their clients, and of their employees. Checking or handling your the voicemail of your client. So there are several what do you call this? There are several voicemails, or there are several clients. Sorry, there are several clients who has so many voicemails, especially if they really have a fast growing company and they don't get to answer or they don't even get to retrieve and answer the messages in their voicemail because they're always on the go. So that's what you think you need to do. You go into their voicemail system of all of the employees, transcribe the messages, and send it over to whoever it's for. Okay, hi to EAM OCE. So, yeah, as of now, I already have a high-speed internet and backup internet. However, I'm not 100% set up. I only have an aged laptop. Since I do not have the resources yet to get a new one, I'm thinking to start with blogging first. Now, my question is, how do we make money just by blogging? And do you recommend blogging for the meantime? Okay, thank you, ACE or EAM OCE for your question. Okay, to answer, right now, you know what? We actually have a client who is looking for a blogger. So, you know, yes, definitely you can start with blogging, especially if writing is your passion. We don't want you to just resort to blogging just because that's the only thing that is comfortable on your end. Because at the end of the day, syempre you want to deliver results, good and quality results for your clients. So make sure that that's really something that you are good at doing. And yes, you can start with blogging and then eventually move on and gain new skills. So if you are interested, most of the time blogging, for specific clients is not really on an hourly basis but more on a per blog basis. So I that's around $10 per blog for a 5 to 10 sentence, or 5 to 10 sentence or paragraph um, blog. So, um, pero mababa pa yun because you can even rate yourself to about 75 to $100 per blog kapag talagang mahaba-haba, and then article type talaga siya, more for their email marketing, and also if it's for premium clients. So go ahead and send over your resume. So if you can also include a copy or some samples of your blogs, so we can also look at it, and then I'd be more than happy to recommend you to our clients, and let's see if he likes your work, and I can help you out. Okay. All right. Sorry, I had to. I want to make sure that if there's a question that comes in, I answer them right away because obviously this webinar is really more for the Q&A. So keep sending out your questions, guys. Okay. We have to continue. Okay, we're gonna continue with what we were discussing earlier. So the type of VAs again. So calendar management. This is more like setting up appointments, or looking at the calendar of your client and say, you know what, hey, you're overbooked. You have two things going on at the same time, so I'm gonna move this, or do you want me to cancel this, or do you want me to call this person, stuff like that. So more like a secretary. Um, Technical writing, that's also a type of blogging or a type of writing. And then process building. This is really common for uh, companies who are process oriented. Like it's actually a good thing, and you can sell yourself if you're good in process building or if you're good in process documentation, because most of the clients that in my experience, they're really on the go, and they're really focused on earning money and getting their business up to speed. That they tend to forget to really document their processes. So what happens is that it's all disorganized, and if they have to train somebody, even if it's a regular employee or a VA, they have to take the time to actually train that person, and it goes back and forth. So it's a lot of time. It's too much it's time consuming. But if you offer yourself and, hey, I can do process documentation for you, you can just train me once, show me what you do, and then I'll write that for you, and you can use that, and they can just pay you for per document that you create for them. Um, we also have research and data entry. That's very simple and self-explanatory. Same for lead generation. So leads, if you're not familiar with the word leads, that's prospects. So for example, again, for a company who's looking for clients, they call them leads or prospects. So some of them have purchased leads, and then they want to reach out to these leads and turn them into, or convert them into, a client. And then you also need to follow up. So appointment setter is just similar to calendar management. Actually, it goes hand in hand, because you set up appointments on behalf of your client. All right, we have a question from Mona Lisa Ibarra. Actually, she's one of our students. Hello, Mona Lisa. How are you doing? And okay, question. Once you apply for the job, will they train you or you have to be fully equipped for the job? What is, what if you're just a newbie? Is there a training? Okay, so very, very good question, Mona Lisa. Definitely you'll be trained because each client or each company has their own set of tools. They have their own CRM. They have their own ways on how they go about their business. So, for example, if you have two clients who's in the same industry, but they still have to train you separately. They might ask you, do you know how to use, um, let's make it simple. Do you know how to use the calendar in Google? Do you know how to use Google Calendar? So the answer is yes. But then, of course, they have their own way of using Google Calendar in terms of this other client would use Google Calendar to set up appointments for prospects. And the other one is using Google Calendar internally just within their company just to make sure that all appointments and trainings are set. So they have to train you two separate ways. I don't know if that makes sense. Let me give another example. Um, okay, in the real estate business, for example, in the listing side, there's a real estate company who likes to post mostly in Craigslist, and then there's another one who also, oh, okay, they're using Craigslist to post their listings. So it's the same way, right? You post the listing in Craigslist the same way, but how they want it posted is different. The other one wants to post just one picture or a flyer. The other one wants to post pictures that has branded photos. So those are different types of steps that you need to go through, and that's where the client still needs to train you specifically on the task. But they don't have to train you how to use a Google Calendar because that's supposed to be something that's um, a skill that you already have. That's the reason why you applied for them, because you know all of these basic things. Does that make sense? If it does, if it doesn't, just let me know and ask away again. Thanks, Mona Lisa. Okay, so moving on, I'm still here in the slide for explaining what type of VAs there are. So we are at email marketing. Email marketing is something that all companies actually use. Different types of way. They do email marketing to search for new clients. They do email marketing to keep relationship with their existing clients. They also do email marketing to sell their products and their services. So it's going to be tedious and time consuming on their part if they take care of that. And again, the job of a VA is to or a VA is somebody who can actually do something online and doesn't have to be, physically there at their office. So that's why they just hire a VA to do their email marketing for them. Email marketing can be as easy as just going into MailChimp or going into Aweber. Those are the types of uh, what do you call this? Those are type of systems or autoresponders that companies use, and then you just send it. Hit send, upload the list of subscribers, and then hit send on whatever campaign you're sending. But it can be also as complicated as writing the articles or writing the newsletters, and assigning them and creating campaigns and then sending it over. So it depends on what the clients ask of you to do. Okay. SEO, that's also called search engine optimization. So from the word search engines example, the most popular, of course, is Google, and then you have Yahoo, and then you have Bing. So everyone who has a company would like to be the most popular or to be always the one on top. And that's where the SEO comes in. The SEO's job is to make sure that when their potential prospects, search for them in those search engines, that they at least appear, if not number one, at least at the front page or page one of each search engine. So that requires a little bit of technical skills, and there's so many techniques and so many ways out there for you to learn that. It's really going to be great if you, um, you know, uh, focus your training skills in terms of learning SEO, because it's really, really, a lot of companies are actually looking for SEO right now. Okay, so we have a question. Let's see, this question. Okay, question from Godmommy, Gab, Matt, Steph, my family. Okay, based on our skills and capabilities as well as the schedules, how many of these jobs can we work on? Okay, based on our skills and capabilities, as well as the schedules. Let's say you are ready to go full time. Okay, let's say full time is 8 hours. Okay, so for 8 hours on a newbie level, I suggest to get at least the maximum would be two. Okay, um, if the client would hire you full time, don't get a new one yet, right? It depends. It depends on the type of tasks, the frequency of tasks that they're going to ask you to do. So again, and this is in consideration that you are new in being a VA. I want you guys to be successful, and the most common mistake of VAs would be, I'm sorry to say this, but greed. Okay, you keep getting too many clients, and it sacrifices the quality of work, and you'll go crazy. You'll go crazy because you would not be able to keep up with the demand of each of your clients. You won't be able to deliver quality results, and you're gonna be disorganized. That's for sure, and it's gonna be difficult to manage your time. Okay, so to answer that question, I suggest just take one client if it's full time. If they're not hiring you full time, then go ahead and do another one, or get another client. So that's about two clients, 4 hours each per day. And then what you do is hire a VA. Okay, so what do you mean? What do you mean by hiring a VA? I'm already a VA. Okay, so there's a technique in doing that. So for example, you want to gain more clients. What you do is you get another assistant. Okay? You get another assistant who can help you in performing the job. But that takes time. So again, as a newbie, start off with just yourself, mastering the skills, and then once you start gaining new skills and you get the hang of things, okay, you can get multiple clients, maybe two, maybe three. If you want to get 6 clients and all full time, that's the time that you go into hiring a VA yourself for yourself, and they will actually assist you in performing those tasks for you. Okay, so that's actually what you call leverage. Okay. All right. Another question from Christine Gonzalez. Hey, Christine. Long time no see. Christine used to be my office mate back in the day, more than a decade ago. Okay. I'm looking to transition from a full-time job to working at home. What are your recommendations? I'm looking to have multiple online jobs from home. Okay. Christine, it's a good thing that you're starting to look into that, and I support you all the way, number one. And well, what are my recommendations? If you want to get multiple clients, get it from the same industry. It's much easier that way, because they basically do almost the same thing. and then maybe focus on 1 to 2 types of tasks. Like for example, if you want to choose administrative, VA, and blogging, and then go from there. It depends also on the skill that you have, what you can offer the clients. But if you also want to do like social media and SEO, that's also a good combination. Um, what else? That's the best combination for full time. Let's see. SEO and SEO and web design or web management is also a good combination. If you want to get multiple clients, that's a good offer that you can provide them. You can also do lead generation, appointment setting together. You can also do email marketing and social media management. That's also a good combination. So those are the type of things that you can do hand in hand. Why am I giving you um, like a combination of two types of VA work? Because you want to have a variety, and you also have to be versatile and show them that you can do at least 2 to 3 things. But you also want to limit that, because if you do, let's just say, if you do lead generation, appointment setting, and then you also do email marketing, and you also do social media, so again, you're gonna also go crazy, and you're already like a workaround helper if that's the case. So that's not going to be good for you, and it's not healthy. So focus on what skills you want to develop, or focus on what skills or type of VA you want to specialize in or be an expert on. And then those are the type of things that you want to look for when you go to outsourcing platforms, or when you look at clients elsewhere, like if you know other clients that personally that you want to offer your services to. I know, Christine, that it's your first time to attend our webinar. So also for first timers, I want to I'll just email me. Just email me at dana@virtualfreelancerasia.com, so I can also give you more idea about the things that you've missed from the last webinar about how to start your own VA business. Alright? Okay, let's see. Do we have more questions? Just check. Okay. So we'll wait for more questions. And in the meantime, I'll proceed with blogging. So, okay, blogging, you know what blogging is. Social media management. Okay, social media management, you keep hearing that all the time. And basically, it's managing social media sites. So you have Facebook, you have LinkedIn, you have Twitter. But it's not just really, okay, I know how to use these sites and that's it. No, there's sort of a scientific way to do that. And just have to make sure that you're managing traffic on behalf of your clients. That's the basic thing. Web design and web development. Okay, um, obviously you want to set up websites for your clients and then manage them at the same time. Project director. Basically, that's like a manager of a VA. So there are certain different projects, different tasks that a VA provides, and then you manage them. You would think that your client would be the one managing all of the VAs. But if a client chooses to hire like 5 VAs under his umbrella, he wouldn't have the time in the world to manage them. So he would hire a VA manager, and he just coordinate with one person. And you can offer that. If you have managerial skills, if you have and you've already gained VA experience, it would make sense that you start offering yourself as a project director in the future. You know what a transcription is, and then we also have the common teachers and tutors who also they offer to teach English communication skills, written and verbal. Most especially, these are very common from Japanese and Korean folks, and even Chinese folks. They hire tutors to teach them how to speak, just like English only please movie, if you've seen that movie. Okay. Okay, we'll just check if we have questions. Okay, keep sending your questions, guys, because this webinar is for you. Alright, some of these from the list that I've shown you, you might be familiar with, some not. But don't worry, you don't have to know all of them. That's the beauty of being a virtual assistant. You don't have to be an all-around to do this. And you're not limited to what you know. One sec. Water break. Okay, so, and what I was saying earlier, a skill is something that's learned. So, in summary, a virtual assistant allows you to work anywhere, anytime. It lets you choose the type of work that you want. It allows you to learn as much as you want. You can set your preferred rate and you can earn in dollars. So that's a virtual assistant. All right, we have a question from Diane Ilagas. Thanks for setting up this webinar. I'm totally clueless how the whole thing works, so I don't really know what to ask. Here are some questions though. Okay, what software do I need to install? Software, okay. Well, it depends what your client needs, but the most basic, okay, obviously you need Microsoft Office, which should already be in your laptop or your desktop. I suggest you go install Skype because it's easier to reach out to clients through that. You also have Google Drive. Google Drive web-based if you want to, keep the memory of your computer safe and not slow. Google Drive and Dropbox. So they're the same in terms of purpose. Now, Google Drive and Dropbox both can also be downloaded as a software in your computer, and it syncs automatically in the web if you're going to be doing tasks that would need to access a lot of files. You also need to set up a Gmail account. That's very common. You should be able to do that. Software. What else? Well, if you are going to work for Upwork, or if you have an Upwork client, you would need the time tracking software for Upwork so that your clients can manage or can see what you're doing. I think that's it. All the other software that you would need, it would be client-based. It would be depending on the client needs or the client requests. Okay. Where do I find clients? Are you going to assign some to me or do I find them myself? Okay, that's a good question because I'm also going to discuss that in a bit. Let's see. I'm just going to check the other question. If I become a VA, do I work for you or is it like I start my home-based BPO? All trainings all done online? That's it for now. Okay. All of these questions are actually going to be answered in just a few moments. I'm just going to answer the last question, which is, are all trainings done online? If you are talking about your trainings with your clients, like what are you going to do for them? Yes, definitely. Okay, and most of the trainings that we all now, if you're talking about, for example, how to be a VA, specialization, what are the different skills that I can learn? Yes, there are so many resources out there that you can get online, and I believe there are also some seminars. I see some seminars that are being posted in some events offering basically the overview of how to be a VA. So there are also stuff that can be gained offline for that. Okay, so I will answer your question later. How do we look for clients? Is there a website where we can go to choose and apply for a position? Is there a standard resume format we should use? Okay, same question as the one earlier. Let me go to that point. Okay, let's see. All right, here is the slide that I was supposed to show in my last webinar. So to answer the question, how to get clients, there are three ways. Okay, there are three ways. Let's see. Okay, there are three ways to get clients. Number one is an outsourcing platform like Upwork. So this is Upwork. It's a free sign up. Your resume, to answer the question about the resume, you can create your resume here online. It's already preloaded, so all you gotta do is just input whatever you have in there. You can look for employers here. You can look for clients here. And then obviously you're gonna apply online. There's a limit rate of $2, so they cannot hire you for less than $2. Your pay is guaranteed hourly. There's a tracking tool. There's a collaboration tool. There's an invoice and payment system, so you'll get paid through Upwork. And then you can either, I think, withdraw it through PayPal or other payment systems. They have customer service if you have questions, and there's also a help guide to assist you. Okay, so that's one way of getting clients. Another way is through an agency. Okay, through an agency, well, if you want to go through that direction, I can say this is the easiest because you just have to apply, send over your resume, they'll look at your profile, and then tell you if they'll hire you or not. The problem with an agency, though, is it's a lower rate because you are sharing your profit with the agency. Why? Because they're going to help you. They're the ones looking for clients, and then they'll assign you the client. So basically, you're just waiting for them to assign you a client. And that's the reason why you'll get a lower rate, or you'll get paid much lower because they'll get a cut. It's not always the best client out there because it's not you who decided. They were the ones who made the contract or who agreed to a contract with that client. And then you have a contract with them that you are supposed to just take whatever work they have for you. Another off is in communicating with clients. Sometimes you have to go through a representative from the agency, and it can be a hassle instead of just going directly to your client. That's something that I experienced myself, and it's just a hassle for me. But if it's okay with you, you can go ahead and do that. They can provide you trainings. Okay, some of the agencies, they can provide you basic trainings, but not all. I guess some of them they offer, but you have to pay. Okay, that's the second. And then the third way would be to be your own independent contractor. So an independent contractor would require an independent contractor agreement because you are working for yourself. So you need to create a contract to make the clients agree with all of the things like your pricing, the hours of work, what type of work. So again, the agreement has to be entered into voluntarily by two parties or more with the intention of creating a legal obligation, which may have elements in writing. So contracts can be made orally, but make sure it's in writing, especially since online and your clients are mostly going to be working in a different country. It's much better that you have a copy, so just have them docu-sign it and keep it for yourself so you have something that you can use if there's like a breach of contract. Okay? Now, if you do that, it would, and I suggest that you do, you have to do everything on your own. Yes, it's difficult, but that's also what I did. I tried Upwork, I tried through an agency, and I said, there can be something much better than that, and it's doing it on my own. And that's actually the reason why I created this webinar, because I want you guys to realize that you can do it on your own and you don't have to depend on agencies or platform. If you just take the time to learn how it's done, there's a science in doing it, and I'm going to teach you how to do that. You have to do everything on your own. You have to look for your own client. You have to set the deal and make an agreement. You need to create your own system, and you need to remind yourself. So it takes a lot of patience. These are for people who are really determined, who are really committed, and are willing to make a little bit of sacrifice, because I will tell you, at the end, you will reap more benefits when you do this. You have to train yourself if you want to gain more skills, because you are going to be setting the tone in terms of what are the things that you can offer to your clients. The more skills you have, um, the more variety of work you can do, the higher the rate that you can demand for your clients. Or you can start looking for premium clients. Somebody who is willing to pay $10. Why? Because you have a lot of skills that you can offer him or her. And going back to what I suggested earlier, at the end of the day, if you have gained so many skills, then you can start hiring your own assistant, and you can start creating it and calling it your own VA business. So that's the start. That's the start, becoming an independent contractor, and in the future. And when I say future, that's just like a few months. You'll be able to call yourself your own business. You have your own VA business already, just like what I'm doing right now. Okay. Um, is there a company that offers a part-time work? From Dim Tagaod. Hi, Dim. Okay. Is there a company that offers a part-time work? Example, 4 hours, because I'm working now as an admin officer in an online school, and I'm only available at night. Okay, good question. This is the best way actually to transition, because if you're only available at night, then good job, because your clients, especially if you want to go searching for US clients, you have to really work at night, okay? Because their day is our night, and their night is our day. So basically, if your availability is at night, then you can offer US clients jobs that they can, hire you for. Right then? Okay, let's look for more questions. Okay, here's a question from Xander Durf Velasquez. Hi, good evening po. As a newbie po, what set of knowledge po ba needed para makastart? Ang dami mo po. Maging VA. Okay. You've mentioned Google Calendar. Aside dyan, ano yung mostly dapat ma-acquire namin na knowledge? Okay, what set of knowledge for to start? Alright. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking for another question here. Okay, so knowledge. There are so many things that you can learn. Okay, and you really just have to identify what you want to learn. Okay, example, if you're a newbie, then maybe, and you want to go the route of, I want easy lang, not too complicated. I guess I can suggest you do sales. Sales in a sense na, okay, around telemarketing, appointment setting, yeah. Or you can also do the route of data entry, which is more like data entry, web research, list building, data mining. So this involves maybe a little bit or a lot of data research. Like for example, a client would ask you, "Oh, I want 1,000 contact information in the tri-state area in the U.S. and for gyms and fitness centers. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into internet and you're gonna search for all of these fitness centers. You're gonna get their email address, you're gonna get their telephone number, you're gonna get their name, their address, you're gonna copy and paste them into an Excel file or a Google spreadsheet, and that's it. Okay, it's time consuming, it's tedious, but it's simple in a sense because it just requires a little bit of skills. Um, okay, question. Magkano naman po ang kinikita ng isang VA? Alright. Well, it depends. If you're part-time, if you're full-time, or if you're project-based. Okay, so if you're part-time, that's about um, 4 hours a day. Okay, if you're full-time, 8 hours a day. Project-based depends. Like fixed rate yan. For example, when project-based off, just the example that I gave earlier about data entry. 1,000 um, 1,000 leads or 1,000 fitness centers. So, one project lang yun. So, let's say they're gonna pay $500 for just one project. Ganon. Or blogging, kasi it's per project. So, blogging, $10 per blog. It also depends on which part of the world your clients are. So, syempre, the exchange rate will be different. Like, some clients will pay you in US dollars, Canadian, Australian, or even in Euro if your clients are the in Europe. And it also depends on where and how you get your clients. Like, for example, if you got the client from an outsourcing platform, then you would get, I think about 10, is it 10% goes to Upwork, and then another fee, I guess, when you withdraw through PayPal, so less. And then agency naman, I said earlier, di ba, they have a portion of your pay. So if your rate is $4, no, actually, if the client is paying the agency um, $6, they're going to just pay you about $3. Okay, they get $3. They get 50-50, I guess. And then, if you're an independent contractor, ayan, sayong-sayo yung pera. It's all yours. And the only deduction is, I guess, when you, for example, you get paid through PayPal, yung PayPal fee lang. But everything else is yours. And then, when I started kasi, I got my first client from an agency, which was around 15,000. Yan. And then, less pa yun nga. And then, my second client naman, I tried an outsourcing platform. I tried Upwork. So, I got naman around, more or less, mga 28,000 a month na yan. And then, I learned how to get premium clients nga. That's when I started becoming an independent contractor who pays me. And now, with my premium clients, so I ditched the agency. I ditched Upwork. So I don't want to get clients from there anymore. So all my clients, I get them on my own. Yun nga, I learned the hard way. And now, I am earning, okay, I'm not bragging or anything. This is just a fact, okay, just to show you the difference. I'm now earning at least 70,000 a month, okay? So that's at least 70,000 a month per client, okay? Let's see, do we have more questions? Okay, nakita ko po yung Ultimate VA Business Guide. Nakita ko po yung Ultimate VA Business Guide. Ano po yun? Okay. Alright. Okay, good question. The Ultimate, for some of you guys, who have no idea what that is, that's actually in our website, virtualfreelancerasia.com. So, if you go there, there's a part that offers this Ultimate VA Business Guide. So, actually, that's something that's a project that I'm doing when I started the webinar last month, is to give you guys a step-by-step guide on how to put up your own VA business. Just just to give you an idea, yun nga, when I started and I said I ditched the agency and I ditched the outsourcing platform and I said I want to be an IC or an independent contractor. So I learned that I can have my own business in a sense that I can start on my own, search and get my own clients, market myself on my own, train myself, and then I started gaining all of these skills, and then I was able to get premium clients, and not just one premium client, but I was able to get several premium clients. And obviously, I'm just one person, so being one person, I get to it on my own. I hired several assistants who helps me in accomplishing those things. So that's the ultimate VA business guide. That's what it's all about. Okay, it includes the important technical steps, and you'll get prepared. Okay, you'll be prepared physically, emotionally, mentally, and everything. I'm not just gonna give you the technical side of it. Also, you know, help you be prepared in all different aspects in starting up that VA business. You'll learn how to build your website. You'll learn how to gain skills for yourself. Of course, you'll learn how to get premium clients. That's very important. Okay. um, you'll learn how to manage multiple clients kasi nga, when you have your own business already and you want to set up yourself for premium clients, you can't just have just one. So you want to have several multiple clients and you learn how to manage each one of them because that's difficult if you don't have the technical know-how how to do that. I'll give you your pricing strategy, how your key pricing will be. Of course, I'll tell you what are the things that you cannot do. Some of the things that you need to avoid, syempre, to make sure that your business will prosper. I'll give you secrets. Yeah, you'll learn secrets on how to attract more clients. Ayan. Because it's not just gaining clients, but also getting referrals and getting testimonials and getting endorsements from clients, from your existing clients. When you learn how to take care of your clients, you'll get that. So I'll teach you how to do both. I'll also teach you how to do invoicing and billing. Since you are not through an agency, since you're not going to be through a platform, an outsourcing platform, then you have to bill your clients yourself. So I'll teach you how to do that. Well, you get a set of homework, so you get to practice and do it yourself first before you actually go into more detail on your own. You'll also get a bonus, which is uh, instant access to copy and paste templates, like examples ng mga templates namin for marketing, for collection, for following up payments, for that's actually valued at 2,500 pero that's already included. And then you'll get a full review of all of your homeworks. And then you'll also get exclusive access to our group forum. So we share different questions and skills to improve ganyan inside the group that we have. And then we've also recently decided to include you guys in our team for our marketing. Those who are willing, or those who will get instant access to the ultimate VA business guide. Yun. So we'll include you to our team also. The payment, well, the learning investment is actually 3,975, but there's a promo right now since new lang siya. Until November 30th lang this year, you can get it at a discounted price of just 2,975. Yeah. So 1,000 pesos yung discount. Bakit may bayad? O, syempre, aside from making sure that people who will get the ultimate VA business guide are, committed people, kasi we can't share everything naman to everyone. Um, we want to make sure that we're giving that information and that training to the right people, those who are really committed. We also want to make sure that the people who will be part of our team are serious with making the decision of, having their own VA business. Like what I mentioned earlier now, we have recently agreed to include those who will enroll in our marketing team. So they will really learn how to get clients. Okay, so you know how that's different if you're part of our marketing team already. Kasi before we choose the people in our marketing team, pero right now you're gonna be automatic. So it's like an OJT for you on how what we're doing in terms of gaining clients. So when you do that, when you're gonna be a part of that marketing team, you actually get the feel of how to do it on your own. So you can already see the application when you're part of our team. Okay. Okay, question from Albert Chuanco. What about, say, what about taxes? Do the client withhold the tax for U.S. taxation purposes? Then, do you report your tax to your own BIR? Baka habulin tayo ni Kim tulad ni Pacquiao. Who's Kim? Um, no. Okay, to be honest the clients, they don't withhold our tax. Okay? Um, but we have to declare our own. That's our responsibility naman. The clients do not withhold our tax because when they hire an independent contractor, they that's actually one of the benefits on the client side why they want to hire freelancers because they don't have to take care of that part. Because independent contractors or freelancers, they take care of their own taxes. So it is our responsibility to declare that, to file that, and to pay our own taxes. And we have one member who can take care of your taxes as a freelancer. So if you want more details, you can join our Facebook group. Thank you, Albert, for your question. It's already at the top of the hour, so we'll just browse through our email and our Facebook and see if we have any more questions, and then we'll see if we can answer a couple more maybe. Okay, so while our team is looking, I just want to tell you guys, being a VA, just to top everything, you need, what are the requirements, okay? So these are the things that you still need to know. Obviously, you must have a computer, a reliable connection, a headset, and a webcam. Okay, so yeah, computer literacy. You must also know how to use the web and mobile applications. Yung desktop or laptop nyo, at least OS of 2 gig. And then you have Microsoft Office now, which is already installed. Your broadband, it has to be cable or DSL Ethernet connection, at least 2 Mbps. No prepaid, please. It's not dependable. Uh, the webcam, that's if you are using a desktop. If you're using a laptop, then that's already internally installed naman. You need a headset. Do not use earphones. Okay, do not use earphones because it's not clear. Headsets because it reduces the outside sounds or the external sounds when you're speaking to your client. So that's very, very important to have a USB headset. Okay, your smartphone or your tablet, that's just a backup. Just in case you want to go mobile or going out of the house or something, you can still continue to communicate with your clients. Again, you also need to have good written and verbal English communication skills. You're ready for the entry level. You can't go and be a VA and say, hey, um, pay me $10. I know nothing. Okay, so you have to work hard from the start again. Okay? And then you have to have the skills and the right work values. Ayan. Those are the things that you must have. Just one more question. Hi, Miss Dana. May I know if you can share to us how to create a good virtual service proposal, or do you have a link where you can get a template for it? I'm planning to practice with a local client. Thanks in advance. I'm actually thinking of creating one. I don't have one yet. So I'll keep in touch with you, Maze Martinez. And so stay tuned. I'll probably announce that somewhere in my Facebook page or in my website or both. Okay. Let's see. One more. Let's see if we have one more question before we go. Okay. I think that's it. That's it, and thank you so much, everybody. Now, if you want to hear more or learn more about the Ultimate VA Business Guide that I was talking about earlier, go to our website, virtualfreelancerasia.com/secret guide VA business HTML. Okay? Or um, in this video, in the description page of this video, you can also hit the link. Okay, the one that starts the best time to put up your VA business is now. Ayan. So the the link is also there. It will direct you to the page for the ultimate VA business guide. So look at it, see for yourself. Again, ako, that's my suggestion. But you have your options also. So thank you so much for tuning in, everybody, and till my next webinar. And I'll see you later. Bye.